Everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing a little bit of a test from Sparty YouTube. So he decided to message me and ask if I wanted to do a test, and I was like, sure. What trap do you want to test? Do you want to test my small one or my big one? Because this is currently my small one. It's around 180 millimite. You guys have seen my big solo trap. It's 220 millimite. I was like, yeah, there's no point in testing my 220 millimite one. That one's going to cap 100% sure. I don't even need the gear for that one. So I was like, here, you can test the smaller one. I'm currently in the middle of changing this comp on this trap. So I was actually doing the research for tier 4. So I'm going to make this a tier 4 solo trap as well. I'm just going to make it around 200 millimite. So maybe like 198 millimite. So just under 200 millimite. I'm going to be solo trapping on it. And again, it will be able to take rallies and stuff after that because it'll be a proper comp with tier 4 and tier 2 instead of the tier 3. And I'll be testing that out after, but he decided to want to test this trap. So I was like, oh, sure, you can test this trap. I'll let you do it. I'm currently trying not to lose too many troops during this test, so I'm going to try and switch. So he's going to go first off infantry, so I'll switch over to infantry as well. I wasn't going to full counter him just because I was like, okay, I'll give him a little bit, but didn't want to lose very many troops. But I was actually very surprised on this because he ended up burning me in the first hit. I was like, oh, okay. I actually was not expecting him to burn me at all during this video because I literally have never been burnt in my gear with this comp. So this is the first time ever I've been burnt with this comp in this gear and all that stuff. So I was super surprised when it happened. I was like, interesting. Did they like lower the damage of my tier 3 or something? Like what happened here? So I was like, okay, I guess that is. And then I was looking, I was like, was I in talents? Yeah, it was in talents. I have no what's called what are those things? Wonder boost or anything like that. So I'm base stats. Those are my base stats there. So I was like, oh, okay. It's decent base stats still. I'm just like, Anyways, I was like, okay, we'll try the other one. So he's going to go in. It looks like Cab this time. So I was like, okay, I'm already sitting in range wedge. Like I'm usually sitting in range wedge, and I'll just switch over to infantry if I need to, because I'm just trying not to get full countered right now. Again, I wasn't trying to lose troops in this test. I was just seeing how it'd go, and if he gives me time to switch, I'll switch. But I'm not going to try and counter him. I could have, like I said, I could have switched the Cab wedge in the other one, and took very little damage in the first hit, and maybe still burned, but yeah, so I was like, okay. Anyways, I'll do the second one. He did the second one. Didn't burn on the second one, which was kind of what I thought, because again, he's not doing that much damage to me in any of these hits. The only one he does a bunch of damage to me, I think, is when he went range into my range wedge, and he did a little bit more damage in that one, because I'm not sure what his range is, but it obviously did more damage. But I think just range does more damage overall anyways. So here comes his range. This will be the third hit. Again, I capped him on this one too. He did a little bit more damage on this. He ended up giving me 16k reds on that one, so that was pretty good. That wasn't a counter or anything like that. It was just a range on range. He did 450 in my front line and 169,000 to my back line. So again, I think he's around 1,000% attack on this account. I know you don't really add in what's called army attack, but if you have like mythic champ and stuff, you kind of have to add it into your attack because those are attack stats. So if you have like 999 with like an extra like 40% army attack in your kit, that means yes, you are over 1,000%. You do have to add that into your attack. I know it's not in the top, but that's kind of how army attack works. It's exactly the same as normal attack. It's just gives it to everything. So yeah, I was just checking my wall and shirt and everything. I was like, I'm still like confused about the first hit. I'm like, how did he burn me? I was like, he got a walk back on that. I know how he burned me, but I was like, I didn't know how he got a walk back. I was like, oh my God, how did he walk back from that? So I was like, okay, you're going to test infantry one more time. I'm going to sit in the exact same formation. So I'm going to be sitting in infantry again for this infantry hit to see if anything had changed. He actually set more tier 5 on this one. So that's basically why he did a little bit more damage in that one. I'll go through all the reports at the end just so you can see the differences. But I did pull out 300k cav from my sanctuary. I had that in my sanctuary, so I was like, I'll just pull it out. Why not? I don't need, just in case I do get full countered, I don't want anything in my sanctuary anyways, because I wanted it to be empty. So if there's like a million troops that goes in there, I actually have space for the million troops. So yeah, I ended up pulling them out, and yeah, I ended up capping the next time. So I was like, okay, whatever. Anyways, so we'll actually take a look right now at what happened. Yeah, so he was in the wrong formation apparently in the last one. He did more damage because I think he sent more tier 5. But I'll take a look at all the reports and kind of go through them a little bit more detailed one by one to see what the difference was, especially between between the 2 infantry ones, because the other ones I capped, which is normal. Like the infantry one that he walked back was not normal, so we'll go take a look at that right now. Yeah, so let's take a look at these reports in a little more details. The first one he sent, let's see, here it is. He sent 375K, did 450. All the familiars look like normal. He's only sent 225 infantry on there, and I only had 3 million cav on this one. So we'll take a look. He did send both tier 11K heroes on that. Yeah, so it looks like that's like a normal attack there. And he was in, let's see, range wedge for that one, so it's a good attack. And then the last infantry one here, he sent 375, yes. Did 525 on this one. Same familiars. It looks, let's check a look at, yeah, same heroes, it looks like, same familiars. Except he sent, what was it, 269,000 tier 5. So that kind of makes up the difference between, you can see it in the tier 5 familiars that did 173, and the front line, which took 351 instead of, what was the other one, 200 something? Let me go check again. It was, let's see, it was 261 and 188. 188, what? What was the other one? Did he do less damage with the tier 5 familiars here? He did less damage with the tier 5 familiar. So that's interesting, actually. I wonder if I killed it faster. Well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this battle and see what actually happened during this one. So that's my familiar. So that's one just reduces his HP. Because did I kill it before another tick of the tier 5? Is that what was going on? Like, did I kill it really fast? Well, probably not, because he had a bunch of tier 5 in his front line here. So you can see those are the tier 5 familiars with the stacking one going on there. That one, I think that one boosts as well. Let's see. Yeah, these are just going to be the stacking ones. So they'll start stacking up. It's at, let's see, you can see here, it's already at 200% there. Griffin is ticking down right now. That's only up for 10 seconds, sorry. And the Brutal Bunny is going, let's see, yeah, the Brutal Bunny's still on, so it doesn't look like I killed it faster than the Brutal Bunny. It looks like it's going to get its last tick there, so yeah, I'm not sure what was going on. Did he not have the attack boost on for the last one or something? He did more damage, it's just the tier 5 familiars seem to do less damage. Did they, maybe they hit a different squad. No, my Cav is definitely my biggest squad at this point. Whatever. Anyways, I don't know why his tier 5 familiars did more damage, but his front line obviously did more damage on that one. So, yeah, so that was that, and then obviously the other two. So, I think I was in range wedge for everything but the infantry hit. Yeah, so that was the Cav hit here. That one did, yeah, so 154 to my front, 172 to my back. That's what he sent there. And then let's see, take a look at the range one. That one did quite a bit of damage, but that did like 450. Yeah, 450 to my front line, 169 to my back line. So the tier 5 familiars did a little bit less there. So maybe his range is least strong one, because he did the least amount of damage with the tier 5 familiars, and those are usually just based off attack. So that's army attack and range attack and whatever. So yeah, and then the last one, he did 177. So I think it's, yeah, 173, and then it did like 188 on this one. So 188. Yeah, interesting. Maybe this one hit different, because my squads were so similar that maybe the tier 5, I don't know. Anyways, I actually don't know what happened there. So anyways, great job to Sparty YouTube. I will link his YouTube channel in the description down below. Go check it out. You get to see his what's called point of view of this attack. So this was my point of view, and you get to see his point of view as well. So anyways, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.